Hello, aviation enthusiasts. Citrus Aviation here with the latest aviation news this week. I believe we are all the way on episode number 20. And in this week's episode, we don't have any highlight pictures of the week, but we do have a highlight news article. I want to do one major news item every week in the aviation community. So this week, it's going to be a very sad note. It is the collapse of Thomas Cook Airlines. Now this video is coming out early of next week instead of on the weekend, but you'll see why at the end of the video if you're interested in that. So stay tuned for that if you want to know why. But anyway, today, which is Monday the 23rd of August, which is the day that I'm recording this, and this will be uploaded on the 24th of August, which is Tuesday. But today, Monday, August 23rd, the day that I'm recording this, Thomas Cook Airlines ceased operations. And they received an order that forced them to cease operations immediately, and all aircraft were grounded, all employees were instantly laid off, and all their travel agency booking centers were also closed immediately. So what happened with Thomas Cook Airlines is they literally ran out of money. Now I don't know the details of it, but somewhere along the lines a very poor business decision was made, and they were forced to pay with it with the instant shutting down of the company. Now when something like that happens, that pretty much means the company literally went bankrupt and ran out of money, just simply ran out of money. So I just want to quickly go over the history of Thomas Cook here, just real quick, just a little bit. Thomas Cook Airlines is one of the oldest travel agencies in the world, dating back all the way to the 1800s, and I think maybe even earlier than that, going back to the 1700s. They were a shipping company, and they did a lot of travel shipping for commercial uses, more for shipping passengers instead of freight, which the East India Company did a lot of freight. Thomas Cook did a lot of excursions, so like they had to North America, to the Far East, to what was called like the East Indies, which is basically India and some of the islands east of there, such as Indonesia and that sort of thing. But anyway, the company eventually expanded and at some point added on an airline. I believe that's in the 50s or 60s. Also at some point the company merged with Condor, and the company expanded and, well, continued the travel agency until they went bankrupt today. And this picture here that I have is poignant of showing the sad state of the company. Registered as Golf Tango Charlie Victor Delta, this aircraft used to be a Monarch Airlines aircraft, and as many of you know, Monarch Airlines went bankrupt in October of 2017. And this is the livery that you can see on this aircraft with the Thomas Cook lettering on it. They've got the Thomas Cook name and then the Thomas Cook checkmark on the back, but the rest of it is the Monarch livery. So it kind of shows that a lot of discount airlines are going under. So that's really sad. And then this picture just shows the regular livery. This aircraft is Oscar Yankee Victor Kilo Hotel. The reason why they're using a registration such as this is probably because registering it in a smaller country like this probably costs them less money. But anyway, this is an A330. This is the normal livery. They also had a blue livery variant of this. But anyway, you can see it had yellow engines, gray name and aircraft type, with the heart logo on the back with a kind of a bluish gray tail, a gray swoop, and a yellowish orange accent. And then the winglet had that dark blue gray color again with the heart logo. So pretty cool livery. Fairly simple, but I always thought this livery actually looked really good. So it's sad to see Thomas Cook go. They ceased operations instantly, which left something in the ballpark of 150,000 travelers stranded immediately without a way to get back home, or some people are just stranded on the way out. So other airlines are chipping in to help out. Condor did survive this. So the Condor arm of Thomas Cook was bought out by Alaska Airlines, if I'm correct on that. And so they are currently, one of their first operations is currently to ferry passengers that was stranded by Thomas Cook, and a bunch of other airlines like Virgin Atlantic, British Airways, and other airlines are chipping in as well, so that's great to see. Next up, this is a news item that I hadn't covered, but I thought it was still relevant. On the 19th of February 2019, the very first new livery Lufthansa Cargo 777 was delivered. This was delivered brand new from the Boeing factory, registered as Delta-Alpha Lima Foxtrot. Foxtrot is a 777-FBT, and all of the 777Fs are based off of the 777-200LR platform, an extremely long-range aircraft that can theoretically do 11,000 nautical miles. Obviously, with cargo, obviously load of cargo is going to be less than that, probably somewhere around 8 to 9,000 nautical miles, but even still, significant range. And Lufthansa has one in new livery, so I think that's really great. So a little correction on the video that I made last week. I said Golf Victor Papa Oscar Papa, or G-V Pop, was the very first A350 for Virgin Atlantic delivered. That is not correct. The very first one that actually was delivered was G-V Lux, or Golf Victor Lima Uniform X-Ray. I really like how the airline does all these cool registrations where it spells something out. I think that's cool. This aircraft was actually the very first to be delivered. It was supposed to be the second, but this aircraft was delivered on the 30th of July. And then the aircraft that I mentioned last week, G-V Pop, or Golf Victor Papa Oscar Papa, was delivered on the 18th of September 2019. It was first doing testing flights from London to Malta and to Glasgow, but the aircraft has been delivered, and this aircraft, I believe it was this aircraft, did the very first commercial service for Virgin Atlantic from London Heathrow to New York's JFK, and that was actually also today on the 23rd of September. And it was either the very first full commercial service or was another testing flight, but even still, it was a revenue flight that either was testing revenue flight or a full-on revenue flight. But anyway, it's cool to see these flying, so all you JFK spotters, look out, because these will be coming to your airport soon, or already are doing regular scheduled service. So, we'll now move on to fleet news, and for the first aircraft, we have B-6066, spot on September the 14th. It is a new special livery for Hainan Airlines, celebrating the brand engineering of Xharu News Agency. It's a Chinese company. I can't pronounce it, but anyway, it's a news agency and a branding agency. They have that on a Hainan aircraft. Next up, we have Turkish Airlines special livery on an A321-231. It is registered as Tango Charlie Juliet Tango Romeo. It is in the Istanbul Aerospace and Technology Festival, which is really cool. So I didn't even know that was a thing, but I'm cool with that. I think those types of festivals can be really, really cool. Next, we have Gulf Airlines is celebrating their 70th anniversary by painting one of their brand new 787s in a retro livery. This will be their fourth 787. The aircraft is currently registered as November 1012 November, and the aircraft will be delivered with the registration of Alpha 9 Charlie Foxtrot Golf. So that'll actually be their according to registration, that'll actually be their 7th 787, but I believe they only have 3 or 4 so far. But anyway, it's really cool to see this livery. I do like retro liveries, and this is kind of a cool take on a retro. This aircraft was spotted on the 16th of September, as was the Turkish Airlines. And then next up, also on the 16th, we have a new special livery airline for Alaska. It's on the 737-990ER, registered as November 288 Alpha Kilo. And this is in the Fly High Dream Big livery for Russell Wilson. And so, yeah, that's cool. Alright, so we're going to be covering New Livery Uniteds. I'm trying to cover all the new livery United aircraft that get painted. I obviously might miss some, but I get as many as I can. There seem to be about 3 now that are being painted a week, so I'll cover as many as I can. But first off, we have here the brand new livery United 737-800. This is the 4th new livery 737-800 for the airline, registered as November 73291. This aircraft was delivered from Amarillo, Texas to Buffalo on the 20th of September 2019. So all United new livery aircraft are being painted in Amarillo, Texas. So for all you spotters, go to Amarillo. That's where all these new livery aircraft are happening. And then they're being delivered to the airport. Next we have another new livery aircraft for United, and this was also spotted on the 20th of the month, and this is November 876 Uniform Alpha. It is the newest A319-132 acquired by United Airlines. This is a former China Southern aircraft, and this aircraft is a new acquisition. As you'll see, there's another one that they just got, but these aircraft are really good candidates for the new livery. They'll probably be some of the first painted because, well, they just got them, so they're obviously going to need to repaint them and refit them from being in China Southern service. On the 22nd of the month, a Taikaman P 2012 Traveler in the Cape Airlines livery just appeared, just delivered to the airline on the 22nd of the month, 22nd of September. And so it's really cool to see this aircraft here in the US. Registration November 244 Charlie Alpha. This is an interesting looking aircraft. I believe this was formerly operated by an airline in the Caribbean, or this is actually just a brand new aircraft. I don't know which it is, but it's a cool livery. And I do like Cape Airlines. They do a lot of really cool services in the Northeast to small island airports. Next, we have the latest A319, the second of 2 new A319s acquired from China Southern. This one's registered as November 881 Uniform Alpha, delivered on the 22nd of September 2019. This aircraft is also another candidate for the new livery, as obviously it's going to need to be refitted. United Airlines has been acquiring a lot of former China Southern A319s. They're on like about 20-ish now that they've gone from the airline, and they'll be getting probably quite a few more as China Southern is retiring these aircraft types. Next we have a new American Airlines A321, I almost said 757, A321-231. This aircraft is November 162 Alpha Alpha. This aircraft is in the stand-up to cancer livery, and this aircraft is attempting to help sponsor a cure for cancer, as obviously it is one of the leading causes of death throughout the world, and so many agencies and companies and other things are trying to come up with funding to help fund cancer. So this is a cool idea for that American Airlines has. It's kind of an interesting livery. I really wish it was like the swoop that like American Airlines had during the Chrome days when they painted some aircraft in the cancer ribbon livery. I thought that was really cool. And the final new fleet news for the week is that United Airlines has painted a 757-200 in the new livery. This is their first 757-200 in the new livery, registered as November 1402. It is a 757-224, so a former Continental Airlines 757-200. And it is also in a special livery. And it is created by a famous artist, who I believe is also a graphic designer. And this aircraft is, I don't know exactly what this livery is, but I believe it is advertising destinations that United Airlines can fly to, as they've obviously been sponsoring a lot of destination-related events, like the new Spider-Man movie and other things that they're trying to advertise people to fly on United Airlines. They're trying to become more like a destination airline. And so this livery, it's actually really cool. The colors on are really nice. I'm not exactly still sure how I feel about it, but I do really like the 757 new livery. I think it looks amazing. And if a model of this aircraft comes out, I'll obviously have to get it to add to my United 757 collection. And there was actually another aircraft that just came out of the paint hangar today in a new livery. It is the very first A319 in a new livery. However, I was not able to find any good pictures other than one on Instagram that I saw. So you guys have to wait till the end of this week when I release the next Aviation News This Week video for pictures of that. But yes, there is an A319 new livery. Yes, I know. I'll get to it in the next Aviation News This Week video. So, that is it for this week's Aviation News This Week video. I don't have any routes. There'll probably be some in the next video. And the reason why this video is coming out late is because I really wanted to finish the American Airlines tribute video, which is out. If you want to go watch it, please do. It was a horror of a video to make. It was not fun to make at all. I mean, I enjoyed finding all the footage and all, but editing it turned out to be a nightmare, as I had basically every problem imaginable happen during the edit process. But anyway, editing the video took a total of about 8 hours. A 15-minute video shouldn't take 8 hours to edit, but it did because of issues I had with Adobe Premiere Rush crashing, files missing, files just disappearing, and then files like corrupting themselves right in the middle of the editor while I'm editing it. It was a total nightmare, but I made it the best quality that I could, and I'd rather make better quality videos than more videos that are not good quality. So I hope you guys enjoy the American MD-80 tribute video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and God bless you.